Hi guys, welcome to another video here on my channel. For those of you that are new, my name is Lakia and welcome to the Chaotic Critic family. For my returning subscribers, welcome back. Here on my channel, I share planning and organizational videos, plus so much more over on my blog, chaoticcritic.com. The link is always in the description box. The whole premise of my channel is to share with you guys how I'm crushing the chaos in my life with hopes that you'll be inspired and encouraged to crush the chaos in yours. Today's video is another edition in my Planning for 2020 series. If you guys are new to the channel and unfamiliar with the series, I will have it linked in its entirety in the description box for you to check out with other related videos that you may find of interest. But this series has featured videos with tips and tricks to help you choose the right planner for you in the new year to ultimately crush the chaos in your life. And I'm not only sharing tips and tricks on what is out there in the planner world, but also sharing with you guys my trial and error of my planner journey with hopes that you'll find that helpful as well. Today we're going to be talking about why I chose discs over strings and rings. Now, my last video I talked about just the planner FOMO and how there's so many planners that we want to try out. And when I was in each of the planners that I've been in the different stages of my life, I also think that that's one thing to note when you're trying to find a planner, is finding one that is meeting your needs at that time. But I always keep gravitating back to discs. So for those that do not know, as I always drop things, for those that do not know, the planner that I use is this half-letter arc Discbound system. I do have all of the links in the description box. I have a setup video coming on this at the top of the year and so much more coming on this planner. So you're going to be seeing a lot of this, and this is a disc-bound planner, as I noted. But in the past, I have used a ring-bound planner temporarily, and then I also used a traveler's notebook. Now, when I went through my planner phase after leaving Happy Planner, leaving as in not using it anymore, I used a classic Happy Planner from 2015 when it came out to mid 2017. And one thing I learned in using the Happy Planner was that I never wanted an 18-month planner again, because I feel like with all the planners coming out, when you get an 18-month one and then you see the 12-month ones, it's just, your brain is like, oh my gosh, I want to touch everything. I want to get everything. So that was one thing I learned in using the Happy Planner, and it was a classic size. This was before they had the mini, the half sheet, the skinny one that they have, and now it's like the smaller version of the skinny. There's so many different sizes now. This was before the big Happy Planner. It was just the classic size. So after that, I moved into a personal size traveler's notebook, which I really did enjoy. I was using this for memory planning. This one in particular is a Webster's Pages, and I'll link videos I have on this. This I got from Joann's, but I always kept gravitating back to the B6 size, and I went ahead and got this B6 Traveler's Notebook off of Etsy. I want to note that before I bought this Traveler's Notebook, I actually had a DIY one from Michaels. It was actually when Michaels had out those foam Traveler's Notebooks, when Traveler's Notebooks were really popular at the time. And when I say popular, the trend, it was trendier at that time, where now this is a personal size ring planner, but the A5 is really, really big right now. So that's what I mean by Michaels picking up with the trends, and you can see that in a lot of their products that they put out. So like I said, I got this one from Joann's. The one from Michaels was not as nice as this, and I had cut it down to B6 size. And I told myself, if you really love this, then get yourself a nicer cover for the following year. So I got this for my birthday a couple years ago, a year ago, 2017. I got this for my birthday in 2017. So yeah, a couple years ago. And I got it off of Etsy. I don't know if this shop is still there. I know that she does have an Instagram Allie's Corner. But if I can find this, I'll link it for you guys. It's just a regular black cover with yellow elastic. I should have did black on black, but I was thinking black and yellow. I'm a Steelers fan. And then I went and got these Target adhesive pockets and put them on the inside, on the front and back cover. I went and tried to set this up again for Halloween, and I didn't end up using it, but the inserts that I use are just regular notebooks. If you guys would like to see more on how I transform these pages into planning pages, I'll link videos for you to check out, because I have done plan with me's with just regular line pages like this. And it's really a lot of fun to not only keep it simple, but to use a lot of my stash. So that is what I was using the strings for. But I found myself having a notebook for my plans, and then I had a notebook for a brain dump, and then I had another notebook for, it was a lot. It was a lot. And I just wanted one notebook to be able to hold everything, and that's why I moved out of strings to a Stalogy. Now, in the midst before going to a Stalogy, I wanted to try out the ring bound. In my last video where I talked about planner FOMO, this was such a planner FOMO purchase. I saw so many people using this, and I got this for 10 bucks or so from Michael's, and I want to say that me buying this color was not my intention. I wanted to buy the color that was going to get me the best deal. The one was $10, but then they had one on sale for $8, and I should have just got a darker color. But I ended up with this sky blue. That's also how I ended up with this one, because this of all the colors was on sale. So while things are on sale, it's not always worth the purchase. Another planner FOMO thing that I saw was people that were buying the micro TNs, and I was like, I really, really want one of those, and I did go ahead and set one up. I just never used it. So it's cute, but again, I've fallen into the planner FOMO trap multiple times. But getting back to this ring planner, I liked it because I would be able to move things around, which is something I was not able to do inside of my traveler's notebook. And this traveler's notebook in particular had 3 strings. So while I could have just 3 notebooks in here and dashboards and all that full setup, I could also maximize this to have 6 notebooks if I were to use a jump band. And that's basically putting 2 notebooks cover to cover, sliding a rubber band in the middle of each, and then sliding it through the elastic. So I've done that before, but this gets really, really chunky. It gets really, really heavy, and while I love the setup, it just wasn't serving its purpose. So then I moved into this. I was so happy. I went to Michael's, I bought this, I saved the dividers, I added in some vellum, I added in the works here. A lot of this stuff is like DIY, journaling cards, whole nine. This is from, where's this from? Hobby Lobby. And then this was actually a freebie, Mental Health Matters. And then I got this a freebie off of Instagram, screenshot it. This floats around in all of my planners. And then I just made some other DIY stuff. This actually came with the planner, the to-do list. These were actually meant for a, were these meant for? These were Heidi Swap. I don't know if these were meant for another 6-ring planner and I repunched them. I don't know. But as you can see, these tri-fold pockets. So the way I had this divided was the first section just had stickers and random miscellaneous stuff. But I also was tracking my mental health at the time in here and any migraines that I would be having. And fitness was also in this section. I was working out at the time. Look, I even have food restrictions and what I should be eating. Then the second section was my plan. So while this came with the planner, I went ahead and took those Target list pads and I hole punched them in here, and they worked really, really well. So those I would be able to move in throughout the week, and that's what I liked about it. I was just able to move this around. So if I wanted to put it here, where this grid paper was, this is actually grid paper that I cut down. This is like good grid paper too. Well, this one is a little bit thicker. This one here. This one I think was Heidi Swap, and then this one was just like some random grid paper that I had. That's another thing you can do if you need paper. Get some grid paper or whatever kind of paper it is that you like from the craft store. I get grid paper from Dollar Tree. Is it the best quality? Probably not. But if you just want to try something out, try a cheaper alternative before plunging into before committing to the system, I should say. So like with this Traveler's Notebook one, before I committed to this, I had a makeshift one that I was using. And then this one, while this was an impulse purchase here, I really loved setting this up, and I carried this on the go, but I just felt like it wasn't enough, and it was also small. Too small for me. Now, while this does come in a larger size, there is the A5 size. A5 is very close in comparison to this half letter. It's just something about the discs that I prefer over the rings and the strings. So my pros of each of them, what I love about the disc is that I'm able to still move things around as I wish. This particular size, I'm able to have enough space. It's not too big, it's not too small, it's a happy medium. The only con I will say about the hole punch of the disc is that it has to be specific, because if you try to DIY the hole punch all the time, it's very, very time consuming. Now, when it comes to the strings, I love to really load this up and make it chunky and put a lot more character into this, a lot more DIY elements into this kind of system. Same thing with rings. But my con with the Traveler's Notebook is that I do not have that flexibility to move pages around. Then it boils down to rings versus discs, and I just feel like I don't have enough space with the discs, even if I was to upgrade to an A5. Now, there are bigger rings that you can buy. I know people talk about the 30mm rings all the time, but I don't want to go and like, I don't care how easy it is. I don't want to take this out. I just want it to be done already. I don't have time for that. I also don't have a 6-hole punch. So all of this stuff that I hole punched in here, I did manually with a regular hole punch, and that's fine. But I also just am not a huge fan of the binder system in general. So while I like this planner a lot, I really still do love this setup. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. I really do like it. It was just a lot of DIY effort put into this that I love, but it's just something about the discs that makes my heart happy, and this is why I came back to this size. Out of all the systems and different sizes that I've tried, this size right here is ideal for me and my lifestyle, and discs are definitely my pick over rings and strings, and I've tried to go back to both of them and I just can't get back into it. So that is it. Let me know, what do you guys prefer? Discs, rings, or strings in the comment section below. Let me know what other sizes you may have tried. This is a B6, but I know there's like a composition size one. I'll have links to various options linked in the description box for you guys to check out. Michaels, while I did get this from Michaels, I don't know if Michaels is discontinuing these because they're like, you can't really find them in stores, but when I go in stores, I see them all the time. So maybe you can't get it online, but check your local Michaels, and if you want to try out either the A5 or the personal size like this is a great time to do it. It does come with some inserts already, but this is not even about planner FOMO. This is just about people that want to try out a more affordable version. If it's something that you really, really want and you think it might work for you, and you're putting planner FOMO aside, if you think that this kind of system will work for you and what you need, I would definitely recommend going to Michaels, because they have both sizes in an array of colors and patterns, and it's just more affordable to start there, a cheaper option than to commit to something more luxurious, because there's a lot of luxurious planner covers that you can find. But I think that Michaels is a great place to start with that. But again, in the comments, let me know what you guys would pick, whether you prefer discs, rings, or strings, or you can let me know your preferred option. It could be a coil that you prefer. Let me know in the comment section below. And if you have any other questions or suggestions, you can leave them in the comment section as well. Of course, be sure to check out the blog and Instagram, which are linked in the description box, as well as the entire Planning for 2020 series and other related videos. The blog is chaoticcritic.com. My Instagram is @chaoticcritic. All the links that I can find, I will have for you in the description box as well. If you're not subscribed to the Chaotic Critic fam, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. And for all of you that are, I thank you guys so much, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.